Suppose you have to do a test at school, as usual, but you have not finished your Cheetos. You open up the bag excitedly and get some chips. But you realize everyone is staring at you. This isn't because they want some of those chips. Nope. Your peers are staring at you because they are mad at you. You just opened your bag of chips way too loudly while people are taking a test. You then slump down in your chair because the thought of being even more embarrassed is too much for you, and you quietly eat the 2 chips you managed to get. Then you're finished with your test and you're hungry for some more Cheetos. You quietly put your hand in the bag and select 3 good-sized Cheetos. You put them in your mouth, but you don't chew because of the fear of your fellow classmates staring at you, and you swallow the chips whole. Meanwhile, in a parallel universe, you open the bag of chips and eat them quietly. You then become the king of the world because your classmates aren't pissed at you for being too loud. Back in the universe you're in, you write a theory. You write chip theory. When writing it, your classmates notice something. You seem to be typing way too loudly. This is the way you type when typing fast. Your classmates were mad at you, but now they hate you because you keep typing so fast and so loud. While this is happening, in the parallel universe, you write the chip theory from your perspective in that universe. And guess what you do? You type it quietly, like a normal person. Your classmates are even less pissed at you because you're being quiet. Your life is at its peak in this universe. You are happy. In your non-parallel universe, however, everyone hates you. You eat chips too loud, you say sorry about it too loud, and you type too loud when typing chip theory. Along with this, your teacher finds out you're hoarding headphones. You then want to leave the class because of the sheer mental pain you're in, but you can't leave. It makes you want to talk during silent reading. Science class then ends, and the teacher asks a question. What would you change about this school? You shoot up your hand and wait for what seems like an eternity. You then say, I would bring back nap time for the middle schoolers. People clap for that statement, and your ego is boosted for 5 entire minutes. Part 2. The Aftermath. You read the chip theory out loud to your peers, and they like it. It is about as humorous as your YouTube career. The chip theory was a hit, and you then start writing the second part. While writing, you play silent ball as a classmate passes the ball to your uncoordinated vegetable of a human. You decide to type really loudly, but you start to run out of ideas. You wait and watch silent ball so you can once again play the epic game of silent ball. A new round starts, and you are out because you tried to throw the ball to Dayton, but you're scrawny and weak. You decide this has zero comedic value whatsoever, but you write about it anyway. Part 3. The third part. You return home and read the chip theory to your family. They like it, and they think you're going to get into Harvard for free, and they're not wrong. Albert Einstein would be jealous of your paper. You decide to write more as your paternal figure selects a slightly brown banana from the counter, and he cuts it up. Your cat sits next to you because he likes the sound of you typing on your computer. You eat a thick popsicle and add more to chip theory as your cat falls asleep, and you wonder how it fell asleep so quickly. You then decide to play video games because you're a dank epic gamer, and you decide to write more chip theory later. The next day you are late for school because you got new braces. Your braces are orange because Cheetos are orange and you like Cheetos. During math class, you open your lunchbox anticipating some good Cheetos. You find Cheetos, 7 glizzies, San Pellegrino, tangerine and wild strawberry flavored, 2 oranges, and 2 Uncrustables. You take out the glizzies and your bag of chips, and as you eat the chips, you notice something. You're eating the Cheetos a lot quieter. But your classmates don't notice this because they could really care less about you eating Cheetos quietly. They notice you're writing chip theory, but you ignore them because you are focused on writing it. You type faster than the words come into your head and you accidentally make a typo. You fix the typo and write about it. and then move on. But if you realize something, you just broke the fourth wall in your writing, somehow sort of acknowledging that you're typing a story about your life in second person. You decide to write about it, breaking the fourth wall yet again, and then basically you just look up and everyone's staring at you for some reason, but you have no idea why, and you move on. You write about it as a glizzy falls on the floor. You pick it up and write about it as someone puts a piece of a pencil on your desk. You look up and then ignore it. You realize you finally stopped talking. You look up, waiting for the math lesson to start while you quietly eat your Cheetos. You find out that your sweatshirt is covered in Cheeto dust. You write about it and wait for everyone to stop talking, and then you listen to the math lesson. Part 5. The plan. You finish your Cheetos in San Pellegrino. You check on Dogecoin and notice it's almost 60 cents, and you sold some Dogecoin at 40 cents. That's okay though, because you made $45 and that's cool. Roblox stock is at $57 and Bitcoin is at $55,000. You're kinda pissed off, so you get a plan to get rid of your anger. You'll go through the school day, and when you get home, you decide you're gonna label every last item in the house like the actual supreme ultimate Chad you truly are. You then decide you're gonna microwave the Uncrustables you brought to school because you're a psychopath. At this point, when writing chip theory, it isn't chip theory anymore. It's now just utter chaos, but you decide to keep writing anyway. You then realize you've been very quiet, but you're writing, so it makes sense that you don't talk. You decide you want to do something epic. Remember, you got 7 glizzies in your lunchbox and 2 oranges. You obviously are not gonna try to make orange juice or eat an orange with a spoon like yesterday, because let's face it, eating an orange with a spoon is a crime against humanity, and no one should ever do such a thing. But you can do something with the glizzies.